Hello all and welcome. I'm Colette from Witch Ways, and today I want to share my 5 favorite witchcraft tools and how I use them. I hope you enjoy. Everyone uses their tools differently depending on their background, the tradition of witchcraft that they're in, and their culture. I'm also a really big fan of just getting a tool and letting the tool share with you how you can use it as your practice evolves. I'm just sharing some of my ideas here to inspire you. These aren't rules. Do what is right for you. I'd love it if you'd share in the comments what your favorite tools are. So my number one favorite tool is using my body. Using your body magically helps you advance in your practice as a witch. And in my practice, I work with running energy from a lot of different sources, but my go-to is always to pull energy up from the earth and down from the sky. Then I hold or speak my intention and let that energy out of my body using my hands to push it out into the world, or using a deep breath to just release it. I also like using my body as a pentacle or a 5-pointed star, using my head, my hands, and my 2 feet to make that star. And I'll probably do a whole video on running energy as a pentacle in your body at some point. The next tool is a little bit more uncommon. I started creating sacred wells using glass bowls. I usually just find them at a Goodwill or the thrift store or something like that, but you can use a household bowl as long as you clear it before you do your practice with it and after, before returning it to the shelf. I consecrate sacred wells by washing it, filling it with water, speaking my intention to consecrate it as a sacred well. And if I have a particular purpose for that well, like a healing well, divination well, I'll speak that intention as well. I'll light a small candle, like a birthday candle, let it burn all the way out, and then the well is ready to go. I see wells as portals or gates to the other worlds, similar to an altar in the way that they can frame an intention, enhance it, and take it to the spirit world where it can work. They also are a place where energy can enter into your home, just like a mirror. And here's some ways that I use my wells. I use them for well wishings, and that's when you send generic support or help to someone or a group without having a defined intention. Also, I like to dedicate them to deities that I'm working with, that I want to have a closer relationship with. And I also use them for scrying or bringing me info from spirits that I work with, or helping me through a time of transformation. And my third tool is cauldrons. And I use them in so many ways. I have one I really love that's cast iron with 3 legs on it, but you can use any fireproof container. It should either have legs on it or be able to sit on a trivet that disperses the heat so that you don't catch anything on fire. I burn herbs in it, and I have a whole video on that about my Magical Apothecary in the tag share and spell, and I'll put that link in the description. I also use my cauldron as a place to burn intentions because fire transforms it and takes it to the spirit world. And I also like to use it as a place to burn things that I want to release or banish, often with cleansing herbs like rosemary or vervain. Sometimes I just put my cauldron on the altar and call in the Dagda or the good God from my Irish background and ask him to bring abundance to me through his cauldron of regeneration. And number 4 is candles. I have so many. Mostly I just use tea lights made from beeswax, which burn for about 4 to 6 hours, which is perfect for most of my rituals and longer spells. I use candles to carry out spells by surrounding them with herbs and flowers on a plate to enhance that particular work, using things that are corresponding to the magic that I'm doing. You can also use candles as a way to carry your intention to the other world by just lighting one, writing your intention on a piece of paper and slipping it under the candle, or nearby. I also use candles to represent fire on my plate to invoke divine presence, and I often use birthday candles when I'm consecrating a tool just as a quick activation. I also use birthday candles when I just quickly want to activate a spell. Candles can be used to bring in color magic as an added bonus or boost to a spell. They can be used to call in deity, and they can also be used to hold sacred space when you're doing ritual with others or with yourself. Number 5 is spell plates. And I use spell plates that I've dedicated permanently as tools, like this one, or I also just use them right out of the cupboard, like this one. And using things right out of the cupboard is really great because they come in a whole bunch of sizes and different colors, so you can add a little color magic to your working. And I really like them because plates, platters, and tea trays are really easy portable altars. They also help define the area of a spell if it needs to be worked with over time, so you're not ending up shoving other things on top of it. They take up less space than an altar if you're short on space. It also can be cleaned and put away. I have dedicated ones, as I mentioned, like this one. And plates can also be used in kitchen witchery. Just pull them out of your cupboard, charge them with sacred hospitality before you have people over for food, or with magical hospitality if you're doing magic with a group of people. Let me know in the comments what your favorite tools are. And I just wanted to say, for those of you in the Pacific Northwest, the deadline is coming up next week to apply for my in-person Magic, Self, and Spirit Foundations of Witchcraft 9-month program. It's a very personal and in-depth course that I really love and I've been doing for 20 years. Check the link in the description. If you live in the Northwest, you feel called, feel free to share it with friends if you want. Thank you so much for watching, subscribing, and sharing. And until next time, stay safe and be well.